My visit to Oriander City was a peaceful experience. While I found many of the people in town to be quite friendly, there seemed to be an air of mistrust whenever the imposing Stetson Farms was mentioned. Naturally, I had to have a closer look for myself, but there were other things on my mind as well. Found in large herds on the many ranches of Oriander City, it is almost harder not to see a Miltank on a trip through this quiet town. Much like the Miltank, Tauros are so common in Oriander City that one could practically cross the perimeter of the city without touching the ground, simply by walking across their many large selves. Of course, such a journey would likely end with one resembling a pincushion. These little buggers can be found all over Oriander. There is certainly no shortage of their webbing on the rooftops and fencing. The high population is kept in check by the Pidgey that make their nests throughout town as well. Wildcat appear to blame for much of the silk in Oriander. It would be folly to presume that a Spinnerack might not be lurking nearby, especially after sundown. Were one to pass beyond the perimeter of Stetson Farms' formidable structures, I am certain they would be swiftly met with the fierce threat of a scyther's claw, though I was none too keen on seeing such a tale through to its conclusion. Originally introduced to the ecosystem by Stetson Farms' mysterious owner Bertram, the local population of Snubble has steadily decreased proportional to the now absent Rattata infestation. These ferocious pups have since begun seeking a means out of town, even if it means partnering up with a wayward trainer. Among the myriad Pidgeyflocks, those of keen eyes might very well spot a few of these intelligent creatures blending in with their surroundings in search of a quick meal. They are quite clever and have been known to collect trinkets and other discarded odds and ends for some undoubtedly nefarious purpose. Diligent workers and uniquely qualified climbers, a small but dedicated group of APOM seem to have entered some agreement with Stetson Farms, and as far as I have seen, it is unclear who benefits more from the presence of the other. These chaps gather and eat their fill, and the remainder is pawned off to the farm. Those possessed of a silver tongue may yet convince them to leave their life of comfort for the thrill of adventure. This is the only place in which I have encountered an Eevee of the peculiar temperament of those in Oriander. They seem to have an incredible knack for herding the various ranch Pokemon around the fields, all the while smiling and howling to one another. In order to fully appreciate their abilities, I must recommend spending time assisting the locals in their duties. The owners of the Longhorn stables, Mitch and Terry, are hard-working, honest people. While not keen on battle, they have a long history of raising and caring for cattle. An incredibly eccentric fellow with a penchant for strange experiments, I found Ansem to be a study in persistence. He seems undaunted by setbacks, looking only to the future, or for his partner Miles. Bertram and Delilah are the owners and operators of Stetson Farms, the large industrial operation that harvests and produces a variety of berry-related products. Their owners are rarely around, adding to the mystery of the complex. Merle was the friendliest employee of Stetson Farms that I encountered, though I must say that isn't saying much for the others. He was a kind enough fellow, though, and did offer me many berry samples during my stay in Oriander. I've had my fill of Oriander City, and it's time I set off once more. Adventure awaits! If you found this collection of facts and information intriguing, helpful, or otherwise thought-provoking, consider subscribing to my mailing list, that I might keep you informed when I release another chapter of my memoir. Contained herein, there is also information regarding how to join the Quinn's Explorers fan club. And don't forget to exit through the gift shop. Farewell, fellow explorers. Until we meet again.